Here we are in an area of Massachusetts after the tropical storm. And look at all these people breaking the law. The law is you're supposed to treat an intersection as a stop sign when the light is not indicating. Nobody else is doing that. There's at least a few city blocks here without power. And we'll be passing through at least 4 more intersections. Let's see how many people actually stop. Here we come up to another one. And look at this guy going around me. Right through it. Supposed to treat a traffic light that isn't working as a stop sign, especially on a busy road like this. Now I'm stopping. This person should go. Okay. At that intersection, they did what they were supposed to do. Here's another light. Going right through it, those people. And here come some electrical trucks to get the power back on. This power outage goes on for a while. Looks like the power is on up here. Got one more dead light right here. People going right through it. Okay, we're gonna drive back through that area one more time. Here we go, heading back. You were there first. Okay. Look at that guy, scumbag behind me beeping. People like that should have their license suspended. Watch, I bet he's gonna beep at me again for the next light. Right here I'm showing you the tree that caused the outage. right here. Ton of people keep coming down here and having to turn around. You see we have down wires right here on the street. This big tree, got a smashed street light. I gotta go ahead and back out of here. There's not enough crews in the area. This road is not blocked off in either direction. Looks like I'm forced to go off-road. There's no other way to get around that damn tree. There we go. I must have went in circles for the past 10 minutes. There's no way to get around that. Tree right there. Put the high beams on. See, it's blocking the street, so here's what I'm gonna do. Back up a little bit. There's a median here with another street of houses. The curb is not that high. I'm gonna go ahead and drive right over the curb. Well, that wasn't too bad. That got a bunch of power lines under it. It ripped the top of that telephone pole off. The electrical wires are stronger than the pole. Look at that tree. Can't go down this road either. Another out traffic light right here. It's getting later into the night. There's barely any traffic right now. Here we go, another dead light. And there's another one right here. Didn't realize there was 3 of them in this area. Now you see all the lights right there. That's because that supermarket has a generator. Back in 2011, this entire area after a giant snowstorm had no electricity for nearly 2 weeks. And the supermarkets lost hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of food. So now all the big supermarket chains in the area have backup generators. There's one more traffic light up here on top of the hill. Yep, and it's out. I can already tell from this sign right here, it's a signal ahead. That's not working. And neither is the light. I understand some of these people blowing through the light. As long as it's the middle of the night, it's not really gonna hurt anyone. But earlier, there was still a decent amount of traffic on that 4-lane road. Another traffic light. That is dead. Nobody on the roads here. This area doesn't have electrical power either, but this light looks like it's running off a battery. So many of these rural roads, they are not marked or blocked off. I can see a bunch of power lines right there too. So, get out of here. Looks like I gotta start carrying some caution tape. I could put some of that up. Because this is a 50-mile-an-hour road. Somebody who isn't going slow could crash into that. Alright, what do we have here? Tree going across the road. I can make it under that. If you can see it to the left, there's a bunch of power lines being held down. Definitely power going on them. None of the houses lost power. Considering those are on and they're just bare cables, I'm surprised that tree ain't smoking. This end of the road actually has a sign. What does the sign say? Road closed. They should have put that on the other side too. But it's not really closed unless you have a big, tall truck. More dead traffic lights. I gotta say, my ride from New York, driving through Massachusetts, back up to New Hampshire, most of the places do not have power. I'd say half of Massachusetts power is out. Well, the power's out here, and it appears the entire area power's out. Just about every single road is blocked with downed trees everywhere. So I expect the power to be out a few days. Here in this aquarium here, there's only one fish in there. It's a pleco and a frog up top. There are so many plants in here. I expect this water to be aerated by the plants, enough for that one fish. I do have this little battery backup pump right here, which after a day or two I will begin using. Right now, power's only been off a few hours. There's still oxygen in these tanks, at least enough for a day. Then I'm going to take that battery pump, I'll run it in each of these tanks for like 20 minutes a day, just to get some air moving around in there. Also, I could just take a cup, pour it in, and that'll add a bunch of water. Thankfully, it's summer. I don't have to boil water and float hot water bottles in there to keep them alive. Nice toasty 78. Oop.